Hello. We want to play a game. We want to play a game because tonight we're going to be reviewing Saw 2. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Unpopular Reviews. Join us as we talk about Saw 2. Like, play. Oh, these people, man. This is hilarious. But anyway, listen, thank you for joining us tonight. We're reviewing Saw 2. I am Vic. I didn't make a fancy name or do anything tonight because just because. But anyway, joining me tonight is none other than wait, she's eating. So joining me tonight is the executive consultant. What's up, man? Hey,
You know,
hey,
I
ho,
do
ho.
I do apologize about that. Apparently, I uploaded the intro video to the wrong studio, so my bad.
Mm,
I'll blame C for that. But good to see you, Vic. What's going on?
chilling, fan. Chilling, fan. We're not alone. Also, she's
We're
eating.
not.
No, she ain't eating. Also joining us tonight is C the Superior. How
I
you
think she was
doing?
drinking some milk backstage or something. I don't know.
Uh,
Hi. So
oh man,
I'm
I just
here.
peeped that. Look at the kitty ears. I just noticed that. She probably had that on the whole time. All right. Well,
so here to talk about the next installment of our Eight Tales of Terror little event we have going on here. Now, the ghosts have appeared and destroyed my ring light. So if the color is off and you can't really see me that well, that's because of that. But Saw 2. Chris, you picked this movie. This was your you picked this on purpose.
I did pick this on purpose. Yeah.
So tell us, what is it about? What's the
You,
synopsis?
you know. Oh well, pretty much. Jigsaw kidnaps some people, puts them in a room, and then tells a detective to talk to him. That's the synopsis of this movie. But let me tell you why I picked this movie. I picked this movie simply because the fact that Saw is one of is my favorite horror movie franchise. If you consider a horror movie, I usually don't. I consider more of a thriller. But if you do put this in a horror movie category, then I would say this is my favorite franchise, and Halloween would be a close second. Close second. And
Okay.
we did Saw a couple years ago, and Saw 2 is arguably the most popular one. Arguably, some people might say Saw 1. But I thought Saw 2 was just as good as Saw 1, if not a little bit better in some retrospect. So I was really curious and interested to talk about it. This movie came out, ironically, 17 years ago. It doesn't feel like it, but 17 years ago, this movie came out. And so it's getting to the classic stage. And they still come out with Saw movies today. Then I mean, I think earlier this year, if not last year, they came out with Spiral, which is under the Saw franchise.
It
And then
didn't isn't Chris Rock in one of them or
Chris
something?
Rock was in Spiral. Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, I think, was in that movie too. I don't remember, but
didn't know.
and I do believe they're coming out with yet another Saw movie next year,
Nice.
back into the core section of Saw. So, and I hope
Mm.
that's better. I didn't see Spiral, admittedly. I don't know why I haven't watched that yet, but the last Saw movie that came out a couple years ago, I think it was called Jigsaw. I think it came out in 2018 or something like that. Wasn't very good. So,
Surprise, surprise.
wow, yeah, see the hater. Let's add it again. But let's go ahead and discuss it. And I don't know who wants to go first. I can go first, or C looks like she's licking her wounds down there. I mean, did you want to go first?
I'll let you gentlemen go first.
All right, the
Okay.
boss.
All right. So this movie was very interesting. Why? Because it felt more like a continuance of the first one. Because a lot of the characters it felt like you were already supposed to know who's who, right?
Mhm.
Especially because it's so too, especially like
Look
um
at you,
Marky Mark. You know Marky Mark's brother. What's his name?
Yeah.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Thank you, thank you. So Marky Mark's brother, right? He
Golly.
he he's like the guy that gets everybody arrested. So then Jigsaw figures out a situation to kind of like get revenge on him and do all of this stuff, right? So before I go into a tangent, what I like about this movie is that it's really psychological. Like it keeps you wondering like what's coming next. I mean, like if you saw it already and you knew what was gonna happen, then you kind of like look at it like, oh, all right, this girl is gonna do this, and we're just gonna wait to see when this happens. But since I haven't seen it in 17 years, it was a nice watch back because it's just interesting to see the things that are gonna happen and how people just turn on each other. Nah, I mean, I feel like parts of it got a little corny, especially the thing with the numbers in the back of people's necks and stuff like that, right? But the entire twist of, I mean, honestly, just like the bad guy winning is just something that's different. You know what I mean? Like that's not something that you see very often. I have a feeling that's kind of the reason why Chris likes this movie so much. You know what I mean? Because the bad guy wins. So like, this is the salt of the earth type of thing. But it's very interesting, and honestly, like it really hooks you to want to go see the third one because by the end of this movie, clearly, just like Halloween ends. Apparently,
Mhm.
there's gonna be more. You
Hmm?
know, so like, now clearly this is all three. So like this, there's a
N-
continuance, and then she sets up the whole thing like I'm the one who's taking on the work now, and blah blah blah. And like he's passing the torch over to this lady.
Hold on,
And
have you never seen the Saw franchise?
who, me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, but I forgot, man. Come on. I mean,
You
like,
know, it's like a lot of Saws. It's right up your alley. Sequel, sequel, sequel,
yeah,
sequel.
bro. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I gotta go see the rest. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna pick one. Is this what you're gonna do every year and pick
Right.
Saw 3 next year?
Every year
So,
for Eight Tales of Terror, I'm going to pick
all
a
right.
different Saw movie.
All right, so next year, tune in, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in for Saw 3 next October because
Go
we're
ahead
gonna.
and see the hater. What do you have to say? Because you're already making faces down there about the fact that someone to pick Saw 3.
Okay. Well, Vic has me wondering about Halloween Ends. Is there going to be another one after
Well,
this?
the rumors are that, and this is just a rumor, okay? What's his name? Charlie Cassius, whatever his name is not
Corey?
dead. Yeah, he's not dead.
How? When he got stabbed in the neck like that?
Yeah, but just like Michael Myers before from all his other previous Halloween movies, he was still surviving. So they saying that Corey still survived.
Well, apparently there's a petition online to have them redo Halloween Ends. I don't know if you guys heard about it.
I have not heard about that, and they should not redo Halloween.
That
Ends.
is
They might have to. It
hilarious.
was kind of shitty.
Some people really liked it.
Who?
Well, then Vic gives it a thumbs up.
Some of the hardcore fans. Some of the hardcore fans liked it because there's gonna be more.
What?
Well-
no, Vic. It ends. It's
No.
over. It's a finito.
How is it over if she's just like, I'm coming to get you? What are you talking about?
I thought she was coming for cherry blossoms.
What?
Why are we talking about Halloween Ends? Let's talk about some Saw
It's
too.
a cherry
Let's talk
blossom.
about some Saw too.
That
Right?
is
Saw
cherry
too.
blossoms comes in the springtime. The only reason you would touch a cherry blossom now is to get the leaves. What are you using? Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna use those.
Well,
leaves. Anyway, go ahead.
from one bad movie to another, let's go on to Saw 2.
Saw 2 is not a bad movie. I don't know what See the Hater down there is
Is
talking
whose turn
about.
is this? Is it
Mine. I never
It's-
went.
Oh, okay.
You
Then
said you
go
wanted
right-
us to go first. I'm following
Go right
instructions.
ahead.
Right. So Saw 2, great movie, right? Fantastic movie. Couple movies had me stand up and clap. Saw 2 is one of them. Because of the fact that I love the twist and things that you have to. This created a blueprint. F you, Rosemary's Baby. This created the blueprint for twists and turns in every section. Because when you go back and you watch and you're paying attention, like, dang, I should have known that. When I saw that was taped, I'm gonna act like my
Word.
boy Vic. When I saw his tape, oh my God, it was just fantastic, man. It was great. It was wonderful. Because it's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And then when he was like, and then they did a flashback, because I love the little flashback scene. It said, you sit here, talk to me. That's all you have to do. I say this to some people all the time when I'm, at work. I do that. So if you sit here and talk to me, you will find your son in a safe and secure place. He wasn't lying. Right there in the safe with the little oxygen mask, which he was a little bit of foreshadowing because Jigsaw was using the oxygen mask. Now, granted, he's a cancer patient, so it makes sense. But I'm telling you, it was supposed to be on there for you. Charmaine, you're making sense today. You're making sense today. Well, I guess 1 out of 7 days ain't bad. But so I have to say how much I love that. The fact that she was involved was great. I love the little play on words that Jigsaw uses. That's why he's one of my favorites. Psychological. I love it.
See, I told you he liked the bad guys.
It's great. Fantastic.
See?
All right, that's it. Go ahead, see.
Put on the MJF music.
This hold on. This movie.
She would not get that reference.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's why I just kept going.
It's a wrestler.
I just kept it moving. But okay, so this movie, right? I don't know, guys. I don't know. It was pretty bad. I don't know. It was just very much early 2000s, bad editing. It felt like I was watching a mix between what I'll call torture corn, because we're on YouTube, and Law and Order SVU. I didn't know. I don't know what
I
was
mean,
going on.
with Marky Mark's brother, I get that.
Yes, and freaking Olivia.
Facts. Yeah.
Like, what is this? They got Ice-T there too. Like, come on now, it's freaking SVU. It was bad, guys. It was bad. For one, the acting was horrible. Specifically, the drug dealer guy. What was going on here? And they had, like, everyone was playing like their little themed, the good girl, the drug dealer, the token black guy. Everyone had their part to play. And it was just all bad. And it was just the way they shot things, very early 2000s, with like the sped up rickety cam thing that they did on like every, like, when everyone's, as soon as you see a car, you get the sped up rickety cam. It's like,
it's because of the budget, darling. It's the budget.
It had plenty of budget. The first one was successful.
The first one was successful.
They
the
had
second one
plenty
only
of
cost
budget.
second one, they only cost like $6 to $8 million.
They
Six or eight.
had
I can't
plenty
remember
of
which one.
budget. If they get in Mark Wahlberg's brother, they get plenty of budget.
It was either $6 million or $8 million to make, and Donnie Wahlberg probably took about a third of that.
They had plenty of budget. That's all I'm gonna say. And how the hell does this Saul guy know every evil that these people have ever done? And he's sick with cancer. He has enough time between hospital visits and medication to go spy on each one of these mofos to see if they're using drugs again and cutting, and it makes no sense. It's just glorified torture corn, and I did not enjoy it.
You like the Batman, didn't you?
I did, because that's a good fucking movie, unlike this one.
Did she just drop an F-bomb?
Yes,
she couldn't say torture porn, but she could say you couldn't say that, but you could say the F-bomb. Okay, all right. Whatever. What else you got?
I don't know why you picked this movie. That's what
I love it. It was a great movie. It is honestly one of my top 20 movies of all time.
It's always up for debate. Oh, this isn't a Halloween movie. This isn't a Halloween. But freaking Saw gets to be picked as if it's a Halloween movie. It's not. It's torture corn.
Some people consider it horror. People dress up as the doll that rides on the bike, which I think is really free.
Yeah, you still see that a lot on Halloween.
Mm-hmm. People love that little red, the thing. It's great. It's great.
Boo,
riding around in that little bike.
I'm too big, but I contemplated dressing as that for Halloween one time. Like, and I get the bike and I just
Nah. You too tall. You gotta get a midget for that. Get David to do that.
David's not
David's
short enough.
Well, he's not. He's too young.
The hairstyles were very much, of the era. I'll say that. Everyone was looking a little wonky. We got the girl from Seventh Heaven. Remember one of the younger daughters? Mm-hmm. She's on there. The scene when they picked up the druggie and they threw in a tub of needles was a bit much for me, because at that point, even though we realized at the end that the twist of it all. But at that point, if somebody fucking throws me into a pit of needles,
you just drop the F-bomb again. It's playing a part of Vic today.
I said,
oh, okay. I was like,
throws me into a pit of needles, and she still continues to search for this key. I'm not searching for a damn thing. You just threw me in here. I'm playing dead. How dare you expect me to slave for you after you threw me in this pit of needles? No. But yeah. commercial break because I'm ready to give it what it deserves. Okay, Charmaine.
Vic, can you read this comment for me?
I like the guy tried to open the door, he got shot. Oh, when the guy put his eye into the thing and then bomb.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Ladies and
Commercial
gentlemen,
break.
Wow.
yeah. we're getting the cue. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. You're watching a popular review.
I want to play a game.
In the year 2455, on a routine training mission, a team of students is about to discover a life form frozen in time.
What the hell is going on?
Jason Voorhees, that's what's going on. He's an unstoppable killing machine.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back.
It's been modified.
Oh, you think?
You guys might want to run.
Wait, is that? Are we really?
It's
doing
not an 8-tailed terror that's coming out next month, and that's going to be a different crew from UPRE that wants to review Jason X. But in the meantime, we are reviewing Saw 2, which is my pick, and I know the majority of the people are like, "Yes."
Where's my
Great.
commercial?
Oh, I didn't have time to upload.
Oh,
that
see,
commercial.
look,
Don't
follow
say
mine.
see. Don't say see.
Just say it. Just say your commercial.
Yours is being uploaded with the next whatever. There's a lot of crap coming out, and we have a lot of stuff with us. I can't even tell you when and what it is, but stay with us. We got a lot of stuff coming out. But since C wants to plug herself, let's go ahead and plug herself. C just came out with her own trailer review for season 4 of Titans, which I had to ask her about personally because I was like, I didn't even know Titans had season 4 coming out. So it was really good. Watch, definitely go out here and check out her channel, See the Superior. And, do I have to plug real estate needs in New York too? Because I'll do that if I have to. That's what I do here.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you need an apartment in New York, call me. If you need some plant work in New York, call me. If you need some pine cones, call me. I'm a tree farmer now, so yeah.
Tree farmer or tree farmer?
Tree, like pine and oak and.
It sounds like the feds might come after you the way you to do that. And myself, I have absolutely
for me, you buy now, Bud, you could buy at the store with the Habibis now. That's light work. What are you talking about?
You know what? I have to say, this is of all the episodes we've done, and I've lost count of how many UPRE episodes we've done now. This has been one of the most off the wall, off the chain, off the hinges episodes we've done. We've talked about completely different movies. We've dropped F-bombs. We've dropped torture porn. We've been all over the place in this one. Please don't cancel us.
It's an old movie. It's not gonna hit everybody well. She got some good points. The camera work was off, but at the same time, it's a movie from a long time ago. They did the best.
Right.
And then the thing is that
karaoke.
They you can see that the movie was low budget because they didn't go many places. Nice. They didn't go many places. They went into that area where he was and stuff, and then into the house, and then that's it. You never got to see the precinct. You never really got to see any other space aside from those two spaces in the entire movie. You know what I mean? So they really didn't have to rent anything. What, a house? And that's it. They probably did the whole thing in the studio. And that was that, So it was a good continuance to the first one, and then a continuance to the third and the fourth, and we got to see the rest. But yeah, I get why you guys have a difference of opinion.
So you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Oh no, I give it a thumbs up because I like the twist at the end. I like the twist at the end because but I mean, how many times? How often though? Because Chris was right. How often do you see that? You don't.
A lot.
You don't.
This is the whole thing of horror. The villain always wins. That's why there's 50 goddamn million Halloween movies and Jason movies, and the villain never dies and always comes back. That's literally the trope of horror, which is why it's trash for the most part. And speaking of, this is why this movie is trash. It gets a thumbs down from me. Do not watch this movie if you enjoy movies because it's not worth watching. If you enjoy horror and scary movies, this isn't even scary. It's just gross. It doesn't succeed in any point that it's trying to make. Horrible movie. I will enjoy never watching this again. Thumbs down.
Well, we can't all watch great movies like Casper, can we? Now, here's the thing, right? This movie was great. The twist, the turns.
Another movie that she picked.
I can't. I try to block most of my memory. But the point of this movie was it was great. It was great freaking watch of this movie. She mentioned the scene where they threw the woman into the pit with all the needles and stuff. I absolutely cringed during that scene. That's what this movie's about. It had me cringing. I was like, because it looked uncomfortable. All the needles.
That looked like it hurt.
My goodness. This movie was low budgeted, yes. Cost about $4, $6, $8 million. I can't remember right now, but it was one of those. And they only filmed it in 2 weeks. It was a good film to be filmed in 2 weeks because every time they film a Saw movie, it's done in a month or less. That's why they came out.
I wonder why. Yeah, I saw it.
We actually have Hocus Pocus 2 when we reviewed Hocus Pocus 2. It's on our YouTube channel, UPRE. Go ahead and check us out. Unpopular Review Entertainment. But
we'll probably end up doing the Hocus Pocus series.
No, there's no series. Why do you keep trying to have everything go?
Listen, man, the lady that was flying at the end was following those chicks, and those chicks are going to be the brand new witches. I'm telling you.
Nobody's going to watch it if it doesn't have the Sanderson sisters.
Yes, they are, man. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
At first, I was a little offended that I didn't see Chris's name, but then I saw who it was from, and I was like, thank you. Please don't acknowledge me. But I have to tell you, Hocus Pocus is done.
For what
Halloween
are you talking about that for? We're talking about Saw right now.
Well, you know what else is done? This episode, it's got undeserved thumbs up and one well-deserved thumbs down. Let us know in the comments if you agree with me. It's a shit movie. Or
we just threw the rule book out the way, out the window.
What you mean? And why you putting up? Who's soft?
Sea soft.
Why are you talking about
sea soft?
Soft? No, I'm not soft. I am disgusted by this movie. That's what I am.
So it's supposed to disgust you.
No, it's disgusting how bad it is, and the fact that people think this is a good movie is disgusting.
Do you remember seeing a Stone Cold Steve Austin movie by the name of Tactical Force?
Oh, I didn't watch that movie. Thank God, I wasn't on that panel.
Listen, the movie was bad, but
I do remember that WWE one he picked for Eight Tales of Terror.
Yes.
See No Evil.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that was good, right? You gave it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
That one was better than this one.
All right, see, wrap us up. You were good at that point.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video and join us on all of our social medias. This coming Sunday, me and Bad Guy Jack, we will be returning for UPR Battles, where we will be fighting two characters. I'll go ahead and reveal them now. It is, I believe it was Frankenstein versus possibly Michael Myers. So
every time I vote, it's never the good person I vote for.
Well, make better decisions. Make better.
I did.
I think you picked Bigfoot. What the hell?
I didn't pick Bigfoot. Bigfoot
Halloween
makes more sense. Bigfoot is Halloween themed.
It's not.
Not really though.
Thank you.
You're supposed to back me up, bro.
I mean, I'm trying to, but you
we're also going to review Black Adam.
You should have picked Freddy or something.
Oh yes,
Black Adam. We're going to review Black Adam.
So there's another Rock movie. That should be good.
See ya. Bye, everybody.
Bye.